This is footage of my level 25 melee healer in 1v1s and a 1v4. You can see my full spec on my blog. This first fight is against an even level mage who tried to gank me while I was killing a mob. So you can see I start off the fight here at less than half health and mana and he's at full. So I get Icy Grave there, which is a crowd control, but I did have my perpetual healing hot running, so you can see I'm still ticking up health. And that's really important to keep perpetual healing up as much as possible during PvP. So coming out of that Icy Grave, I was spamming the Blind Faith Disorient, fantastic ability, and with my current rubies, it has only a 24-second cooldown. So I get Icy Graved again, but I had just cast my Hot, so you can see it's ticking up while this mage is preparing his next spell. Now the mage probably should have kited away and created a gap, but in this case he didn't. Probably figured he'd be able to blow me away. And right here he just bombs me with some really heavy burst DPS. So I pop my Canyon Racial Bubble, and then I use Holy Shield. Now the tough thing about a mage is, aside from the crowd control, they've got a shield. So you can tell quite a bit during the fight. You can see absorb messages. Okay, so I used Blind Faith, that wore off well, and then I just used Banished Words, which is a Ruby ability in the middle tree. It's a silence, fantastic ability. And I'm circle strafing this caster. This game doesn't have a reliable auto-facing mechanic, so I'm doing this to break line of sight on a caster. And so you can see there are times where he's not attacking me. Okay, so right here I get Icy Graved and I made a mistake. I didn't put Perpetual Healing back up. As a result, I'm sitting this Icy Grave, but I'm not getting any health back. Now I've got my finger over the Banish key, Banished Words. So as soon as I come up out of this, I'm going to silence the mage. You can see the bucket over his head. Get a nice crit for 1767. And at this point, the mage is in trouble. Blinks out of there. I cast the Disorient, Blind Faith, and then I come over and finish him off. The second 1v1 is against Summoner 1 level higher who tried to gank me while I was killing a mob. So right here, the Summoner fears me. I've got Perpetual Healing hot running, so you can see the green ticks. I've also, as soon as I get out of crowd control, I spam Blind Faith for the Disorient. Get Cleansing Flame as I run over to close the gap, and then start circle strafing and using Verdict. Now right now my health's getting very low, so I pop both the Canyon Racial ability and then my bubble. Obviously, this situation kind of dictates using it because I was at low health to start this fight. Summoner gets close. I use Heavenly Smite, which is an AoE knockdown. Get a big crit for over 2,700, and then just managed to finish this Summoner off. And it's important to be very disciplined. You can see I've kept my hot running the entire fight, and I make a pretty bad mistake right here. I should have stopped. I still got a hot ticking on me, and I should have stopped to cast Calming Prayer, but I waited too long, and as a result, I die. But I was still pretty psyched to kill a 1 level higher player who was trying to gank me. This last clip is against 4 players of the same level or 1 level higher. So I got Blind Faith on me, the Disorient, so I just target one of the enemies and hit Heavenly Smite for the knockdown ability, AoE knockdown. I'm trying to create a gap so I can get a better look at who I'm fighting, and I get Blind Faith again. So there are 2 healers here, a scout and a mage. Like I said, all the same, all 25s or 26s here. So I pick the scout out as a target. I pop my bubbles here because I'm just getting pounded. I've still got my hot running, so you can see my health going up a little bit. Cleansing Flame on the scout, and I'm using Verdict. Now, funny thing is here, it doesn't look like either of these 2 healers are actually trying to heal the scout, so that's kind of unfortunate for him, because if they had done that, I wouldn't have killed anybody. But as a result here, I make sure to get Cleansing Flame on that scout before I die, and the scout dies too. So I have to thank the 2 healers for not bothering to heal that guy and letting me kill someone in a 1v4.